on Ian's point, I mean, as I understand it, you believe that, frankly, it's too late to save this country. Why is that?
Well, I'm really very worried if you couple Joe Biden's lagging approval ratings, the expectation that most people don't turn out at midterms, gerrymandering across the country. We're also seeing anti-voting laws and a new wave of laws that are taking the sort of bureaucratic role of counting votes and putting it in the hands of politicians. And this big lie, we're seeing things set up for the midterms to hand over Congress to Republicans, and then regardless of where the vote lies in 2024, that the election will be swung to Donald Trump. And the Senate Judiciary Committee came out with a report recently that explained the 9 instances where Trump, leading up to January 6th, tried to get the Justice Department to do his bidding and hand the election or help hand the election to him. What we will see under a Donald Trump version 2 is no accountability. 2 failed impeachments. He'll have his entire cabinet and people filled with loyalists. He won't make the mistakes he did last time with putting someone like Vice President Pence, who wasn't willing to thumb his nose at the Constitution. And we're not seeing the Democrats prioritize saving democracy in the next 12 months before the midterms, which really has to happen. There are, of course, many, many other priorities, but they're just not doing what is needed, which would be to pass the Freedom to Vote Act, to do something about the Electoral Count Act, maybe make D.C. a state so there are 2 more senators to even things out in the Senate. All of those things, the finger in the dike, it's just not happening. And I think the window is closing for it to happen. So that's why I am not sanguine about the future of American democracy. And most Americans cannot imagine that they will wake up one morning and have something other than democracy. But as Ian explained, this is something that's happened over and over in history. And there's nothing special about Americans that protects democracy for our children and our grandchildren. And that's what really keeps me up at night.